Alright, YouTube, we're back. Today is Monday, market opens, and also it's day 21 of becoming a profitable trader. Today is March 2 because for the past 3 days, guys, things were escalating.
Now with breaking news from the Middle East, Israel has launched preemptive airstrikes against the Islamic Republic of Iran.
A short time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran.
The US, Iran, Israel, the whole Middle East is in war, guys. So I thought this shit would affect the markets, but we actually didn't left that whole gap. I was expecting a gap around at least here, guys. I was expecting a gap, fucking 1% market open gap. So which I think we will fulfill this week. But it's crazy, guys. I think price will be more volatile, price will be more choppy. It's not gonna deliver as you guys can think, especially when it comes to my strategy. My strategy is all about precision, and things escalating so fast in this war. We want peace so we can trade peacefully and make money. So I'll give you the confluence and the reason why I take this trade. So hopefully you comment, like, and subscribe. Day 22, probably tomorrow. Peace out.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into the trade that we took today on NASDAQ. So first of all, I actually took 2 trades, as you guys can see. Okay, so I want to delete the first one before we jump into the next trade. So the first trade recap, guys, I was all bullish, but it was so unfortunate that we got stopped out at the fair value gap tap in. If we made the fair value gap tap in literally like this, literally at just a couple points down, guys, our first trade probably will hit a TP. But I was so positive, I took the trade again. Okay, so let's jump in. So before market opens, guys, as you guys, I told you before, there was a crazy war at the Middle East between the USA, Iran, and Israel. All that be considered, I was expecting a 1% price drop, but we didn't get that much. And which is crazy is we are filling the gap right now, guys. So this is not a war. The first reason why I took this trade is Asia session was absolutely bearish. Okay, it actually break a structure going to the downside to sweep some sort of liquidity. So which we actually did. So price was actually going down. London session open, London doing a continuation. Once we saw some sort of liquidity, we short some sort of break of structure. So what do we have here, guys? A fair value gap. We inversed this fair value gap. Okay, I was like, yes, we inversed the gap. That means this is a positivity of we going to the upside. But we had another fair value gap here. So this was a trouble. Why is it a trouble? We react to this fair value gap twice. Not just that, we had another fair value gap here, which we tapped and boom, showed some displacement to the upside. So whoever took this trade on a bearish was getting manipulated. Okay, that's why you need to focus on the higher time frames, guys. Higher time frame was all bullish, leaving this low resistance draws on liquidity 1, 2, 3, and the Asian high, which is my profit target. leaving those as a manipulation. So whoever took bearish, I'm not gonna judge you guys. You got manipulated, because as you guys can see, price have reacted to it twice, leaving a displacement. So people would think, oh, maybe we're not going to the upside, or maybe we're going down. But that's the thing, guys. We don't have draws on liquidity to the downside. When we go to the upside, we have this Asia low, we have this imbalance, we have this Friday open, we have this equal high, we have this US high. We have a lot of draws on liquidity to the upside. Okay, so one was my daily bias that make me even take the trade again. So once I finished that, what was the confluence, Julian? Well, it was Asia session trend of bearish. Obviously, it was not manipulation. Where it's going down, liquidity sweep. What do we do here? Liquidity sweep on the London session. We sweat some sort of liquidity, break of structure, a value gap tap in. Easy, guys. So this was Asia session continuation, London session reversal. Once we reversed, we continued to the upside. So this was just a continuation trend. Whoever took this trade, W for you guys. Why did I take this trade? Like I said, my bias was bullish. Okay, my bias was so bullish. Followed my confluence. The only thing I was waiting for was, okay, if price really tapped this two fair value gaps, why is it not going to the downside with a very speed displacement? Like, really, guys, we should have some sort of speed to the downside if we're really tapped into this fair value gap. You need to think about that shit. This was a manipulation. Okay, so we had a FEG presented right here, guys. So I'll just wait it for this FEG to tap in, because we have actually tapped this FEG on US 500. As you guys can see, we tapped to this shit earlier than NASDAQ. Okay, so I think price was waiting for NASDAQ to tap this FEG tap, then the orders keep coming in, then boom, we targeted all that high. So this trade was so easy, guys, if you stick with the rules. Yes, we got manipulated. We had this bearish SMT, we have bearish SMT sweep, but that didn't give me a high confluence to go for bear, because as you guys can know, if we have SMT sweep, we should have some sort of speedy displacement to the downside, which price will actually come to this shit, but we didn't. We actually tapped it as FEG, boom, reacted to it very well and hit our target. So guys, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. This is all about today's trade. I'll see you guys on day 22. Peace out.